internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
and then we have committed to assessing the implementation by the end of 2025, the assessment of the implementation of our recommendations by the end of 2025. So we're going to let people put things in place, and then we're going to take some action. And I'll stop there.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours of Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. XRP is cooling off. And I'm going to give you a very, very important warning here that the next leg up is going to be significant. And of course, we can't just see green all day, every day, and retracements are going to occur. We peaked around $1.30 today, retraced back to $1.10 right now. It has been at the lowest point for the day. And the next leg up is going to be monumental. Sudden wealth syndrome is real. Remember, CPR is also very important. So if you guys didn't know, we're going to go through a quick little how-to here. So first,
are they breathing?
No, Rose, they are not breathing.
And then you got to proceed with knowing the song because apparently it helps out with getting the technique right.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive.
You can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
And for some devastating reason, something bad really happens and they do end up being deceased. The first thing you need to ask yourself is,
okay, he's dead. Anyone know what we do next? Anybody? Rose?
I have no idea.
Anyone else?
We bury him.
Wrong. Check for an organ donor card. If he has one, we only have minutes to harvest.
He has no wallet, I checked.
He is an organ donor.
He is.
Yeah.
because they go for a lot of money. And you know we're at ground zero, so we got to be accumulating as much as we can. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Like I said earlier, we're going to get help from Tony McLaughlin from Citibank. We're going to go over some very, very important information for you guys all to indulge. Please watch this with an open mind. We are at ground zero of this ecosystem, and the sky is not the limit. So take a look at this for a moment. So here we have the whole crypto ecosystem cooling off. XRP is at $1.11, and you have some good gains in XLM, QNT, Hedera. A lot of these digital assets are going to perform well. And we're going to see some very, very overvalued assets here as well. So within the next coming weeks and months, buckle up. I mean, I wouldn't even plan anything. You guys are going to be glued to this. It is very important for you guys to understand what's coming. And remember what I said about exchanges going down or being congested or having, not being able to withdraw your funds? Well, guess what? Today on Binance, that's exactly what happened. They suspended XRP withdrawals. And I've told you that we haven't even seen anything yet. And that is why it's so important. If you haven't already, I want to keep vouching this until everybody gets on board or if you're on the sideline, okay? It doesn't have to be the Descent wallet, but that's what I use. The link is in the description down below. You get $129 off and you get two. Very important that you have more than one. You could do one Descent, one Ledger, whatever you feel comfortable with, but you need more than one. Okay, it is very, very important for you guys to understand this. So if you do not have a cold storage wallet, the link is in the description down below. Take advantage of the $129 off, and let's continue on to the video. This Binance event that took place today is going to happen again and again and again and again throughout the whole ecosystem, and that is without a doubt. You got to understand, these infrastructures have not seen anything like this before in terms of the amount of volume and onboarding that's about to occur in the coming weeks and months. And 20,000 banks connected. Within the last 12 years and the inception of Ripple, Ripple has its eyes on every single institution across the world. That is why they have multiple headquarters in different countries, and that is why they're the biggest growing crypto company out there. By far the biggest, and they are setting the guardrails. Listen to what Tony McLaughlin says here about 20,000 banks, having them connected. This is very, very important. And before I get into the little presentation, I want you guys to understand that when XRP even goes to $50, right, it's going to have a little spread between $50 to $53 or $54 and back down. There is going to be a little bit of volatility in this asset. But as you're seeing this go up right now, I'm telling you right now, it is not going to come back down drastically. Like I'm 99.9% sure we're never going to see 70 cents, 80 cents, 50 cents unless something drastic happens. Like I said, a nuclear war, we get invaded by aliens, or some sort of another breakout of a flu, or a major war breaks out. But this is not going to come back down. And I'm going to live rent-free in your head for a very long time. And I know that. So here's the thing. Either you take action or you don't. But listen to what Tony says here, and then we're going to come back with a little presentation.
Let's say that there are over 20,000 banks on the planet. Every one of those banks has their own data center. They have their own ledger within those data centers, and what we have in traditional financial messaging infrastructures is messaging between those databases, and messaging between those databases and market infrastructures that do one kind of thing. So the tokenization thesis is basically comes down to this: wouldn't it be great if we started to transact on shared ledgers which were Turing complete, programmable, and what efficiencies and innovation could be unlocked from that kind of setup, a contrast between the existing fragmented structure of our databases, which is currently represented by 20,000 plus separate islands.
All right, beautiful, Tony. Thank you very much. And let's show you some historical snapshots here. I want you guys to see this perspective of the market cap of XRP, right? In 2018, it was $130 billion. Currently, the market cap, as you guys could see at the bottom, is $64 billion. 130 billion purely off of nothing, no regulation, nada. 2021, same thing, right? Zero utility, and take a look how they have pretty much the same market cap here, right? 64, 63, and around the same price range. And around the same volume. Maybe pause the screen and really take a look at the historical snapshots from 2021. I'm not going to get in detail with it, but the current. Look at the market cap, look at the daily volume, and then look at the circulating supply, and look at the price. Look how close those two are. And the next video, it's just going to be, I got so much stuff lined up for you guys to see. Go ahead and smash that like button, because it does push me to put out more content. It does take a while to put all this together. It doesn't happen overnight. But here's the thing. So what Tony was saying about connecting these 20,000 banks, and remember what Ripple has created in the past, since inception, gathering all these banks together. They're all working together behind the scenes. There are so many NDAs that we have not been, that have not been disclosed yet.
So first you get the banks connected. They do what they're doing today better. Then they go, I want to do this in 100 countries, but I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for.
But I think more broadly, there's a little bit more regulatory certainty to come. It's much better even now versus even just the past few years. And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been on the fence. Earliest day.
So if we do this rough calculation, and keep in mind, so this is a $5 trillion market cap. We are projecting that the value of XRP is at $48, and the daily volume would be around $800 billion. Okay, the daily volume for XRP would be around $800 billion, and the market cap, it's a market capitalization, it's infinite. It is pretty much how deep the market is in terms of liquidity. And again, that is infinite. If you're new to my channel, you're probably wondering, where am I getting these numbers from? I'm telling you that it is very well calculated. Take my word for it. $5 trillion market cap. Again, this is just all estimates around there. And then an $800 billion volume for XRP. So let's just say he's talking about 20,000. We're talking about 40 banks here. Let's just say, again, this is just a quick overview of this. There's so much more detail that I'm actually missing out, but the smart ones, and I'm not trying to call anybody dumb, but the smart ones will take this and do their own due diligence and understand everything that they have, learned about XRP and see the bigger picture. So 40 banks, let's just say split up between all of them, they would hold each of them 2.5 billion XRP, and the dollar value is $121 billion. 2.5 billion XRP. And also keep in mind, this calculation is based off of 99 billion XRP in circulation. So it's very, very conservative. And also take into factor that this means the banks have taken all of our XRP, because this also includes retail XRP that we are holding. So yes, the banks have every XRP right here, okay, based off of this calculation. $5 trillion market cap, 96 banks utilizing. And guess what? We're going to just keep the price at $48, 1 billion XRP per bank, and the dollar value of the XRP is around $48 billion. Again, this is peanuts. We're missing out so much more here. 96 banks, let's jump to 150 banks. $48, 99 in circulation, $5 trillion market cap with approximate 800 billion daily volume. Each bank would get approximately 660 billion XRP, valued at $32 billion. Again, this is going to get crazy, because when we just factor in 300 banks, and we're not talking 20,000, we're talking about each bank holding on to, give or take, a bank necessarily does not need to hold on to XRP, but you need to understand with the new financial products that they're going to be rolling out, XRP is going to be leveraged in a very, very positive way in many, many different circumstances, which I will not go in detail right now, because like I said, we're going into a new financial ecosystem where education is key, and everybody is being educated as we go throughout this journey. Even your financial advisors at the bank are going to be doing courses internally to learn about blockchain and how these systems work. We are way ahead of the game here, okay? So 300 banks, 330 million XRP, $16 billion value, not sustainable, okay? So I hope you guys got the perspective here. We stayed with the numbers. We didn't accelerate it. Okay, this is very, very important. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. They've been telling you we're just waiting for regulation. We're waiting for regulation.
For a city itself or for a bank in general to implement public blockchains?
It's going to really depend on regulation, in my opinion, because right now it's only permissible for us to be on a permission chain. So if regulation changes and regulators get comfortable with public, we will definitely go down that route. But right now, from a regulatory standpoint, we're sticking with permission.
A little bit more regulatory certainty to come.
And guess what? It's happening with Trump pretty much here. I mean, I can't believe it. To all individuals with the whole followed, the XRP community, with the little Trump riddles and XRP, this is some crazy stuff, right? But it's probably amazing for you guys to all look at this, $1.13, and it's only going to start going up. Watch what happens next. Watch what happens next. I never speak like this. This is the out of the ordinary for me. When I'm this bullish, obviously some of you guys may say it's not good, but if we are actually going into this utility bull market, remember what I said? It defeats the whole purpose of XRP if the value comes back down drastically right now. So this is very important for you guys to all keep an eye on. And if you're sleeping, what are you doing? What are you doing sleeping? I have been up for 5 days. 5 days, I haven't even shut my eyes. And you guys are sleeping in this massive bull market. That is ridiculous. All jokes aside, folks, things are exciting. And I know you guys are opening up your phones every probably every 5-10 minutes, just scrolling through Twitter or scrolling through CoinMarketCap and looking at these prices. Take screenshots, because you will come back to that screenshot of these prices a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, and look back and say, wow, right? Because I mean, that's what I did with the 2017 screenshots. So we're living through history, so make sure you guys take snippets of this stuff. It's very, very important. And that's why I'm telling you guys about this XRP pendant. And if you haven't already, this is very, very, monumental to look back on this pendant 5, 3 years from now, or even 10 years from now, because on the back of this pendant, it'll have the value of XRP and the date it was purchased. And the black one and the silver ones, we are not, because we're going to put in not the biggest order here, right? So I've reached out to them. They're creating the mold. This is fully designed by me. You guys could go look at, the XRP pendant on Google. You'll find nothing like this. So this is going to bring back a lot of memories when we take a look at this 3 to 5 years from now. Just looking at this, picking this up, looking at the back of this, looking at the fact that it was November 16th and the value of XRP was $1.13. And now we are just, flourished into this ecosystem of utility, and it's trading well above $10, $20, $30, $40, $50. Without a doubt, it's happening without a doubt. Like I said, it can't be stopped. This is something that you just cannot stop. Once it gets going, it's game over. So the link is in the description down below for the XRP pendant. I'm going to try to get it to you guys before Christmas, but I don't think that's going to happen. But you guys are all going to get it, and this is a piece of history right here, okay? And necessarily, if you guys don't want to wear it, I pretty much hang it up in my car on my rear view mirror, so it just hangs right there, and it's a great piece. Like, if you guys don't want to wear a necklace or just hanging on to the pendant. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will be back with another video.
My first question to you is this. It's a very simple question. I want a very simple answer. What is the definition of Web3? Can someone volunteer to take this one?
Yeah, sure. I'll start.
Okay, go. Sanjit, you're brave. Let's do it.
Yeah, but before I give out my definition of Web3, I want to say you're way too pessimistic, buddy.
Then prove me wrong. Tell me the definition
you
of Web3.
should look at it as this is the biggest opportunity ever for mankind.
Answer the question.
Digitization and data and the use of data is a big enabler in this change. It'll change everything.
That will all move to digital, and when it does, it will create massive wealth, the greatest wealth creation opportunity I'm going to see in my lifetime.
You should look at it as this is the biggest opportunity ever for mankind.
Answer the question wrong and ask somebody else.
Yeah. Web3 is the last piece of innovation that mankind will ever know.
Okay, but what is it?
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.